Are you thinking about working online or do you want to work remotely? Well, today we're going to go over a couple different tools that can help you get started. And one of these tools is called Remote.Work Area. Let's check it out. Alright, so here I am on the home page of Remote Work Area. So what is this tool all about? Well, it is an application that allows you to build your own personal website with applications that you need to work. So for example, if I wanted to build my own personal website, and I wanted to add a file manager, I could come down here to apps, and then we click on files, and then let us pick up a file manager. We add that to our site. And now we have a file manager where we can put all of our documents, videos, whatever we want. If I want to share this with someone else, I just click on the share button and I can share it with them. They don't even need an account. I can also do things like chats, calendars, whiteboards, video conferences. So there is a whole bunch of different applications that you can use to build your own personal website. Now what's great about this is that it's completely free to use. There is no cost to you at all. Now, they do have some paid plans, but the free plan should be enough for most people. With the free plan, you get up to 250 megabytes of storage and you can invite up to 3 guests to your workspace. And so, right now we're going to focus on just creating a workspace and then getting started with it. So I am going to click on New Workspace right here and I am going to name it my workspace. We'll leave it set to private and then we'll click on Create. Now we have our own workspace. It says welcome to your remote work area and we can come in here and start adding applications. Now, you'll notice when I clicked on Add a Workspace, it gave me a little bit of a tutorial. But another way to get to the tutorial is by clicking on Learn More at the very top, and then you will see a list of tutorials on how to use the different features within Remote Work Area. Alright, so we added that file manager. But there are other ways to add these applications. You can just drag and drop them onto your workspace, like so. Or you can come over to Apps again. And then we have these categories here. We have everything from project management to communications. And we have all these different applications that you can add to your website. Alright, so let's say that we wanted to add a chat. We'll click on Chat here, and then we can just click on Add to Workspace. And now we have a chat application built into our website. Another thing that you can do is come up to the settings here. And then you can change the theme if you wanted to. You can change it to dark mode or light mode. You can also turn on focus mode, which hides all of the notifications. You can have different workspaces and personal spaces, and you can invite people to your workspace. Now, currently, I am all by myself in this workspace. But later, we'll bring in another person so that I can show you how you can work with other people on a workspace. So you might be wondering, well, how does this work? How does the technology work behind the scenes? Well, if we go up to the very top here and we click on the remote icon, you'll see a little lightning bolt. That means that this is running in the cloud. So all of this data is being stored in the cloud. All of these applications are running in the cloud. This isn't something that you're installing on your computer. This is a web-based application that runs completely in the browser. So it's very easy to use. It's not going to take any time to install anything or set anything up. It just works right out of the box. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the different applications that we can use here. First off, we have that file manager. Like I said, this is useful for storing any kind of document. We have word processors, we have spreadsheets, presentations, PDF readers, anything like that you can store right here in the file manager. Next, we have that chat application. We can use this to chat back and forth with somebody else who's in our workspace. Then, we have a whiteboard. And this whiteboard is really cool because we can use it to collaborate with other people. For example, I can come in here and draw something on the board. I can write something, or I can even use this toolbar up here to insert images or shapes or whatever else I want. So this is great for collaborating with other people. Then we have video conferencing. This allows us to hop into a meeting with other people. You can see that I've already started a meeting here. Now with Tiske, we have a couple different options. We can join the meeting and we can either join as an attendee or as a presenter. Also, if we go to the participants, we can mute our microphone and also we can turn off our camera. So, we have a few different options here. We also have voice and video where we can record ourselves. So if we want to record a quick video message, we can do that here. We can record a video call. We can even record a screen recording. So, lots of different options here. Then we have a notes application where we can take some notes. We have to-do lists. So if I want to make a list of items, primera cae do, that, I can add things to my to-do list. I can even check things off. I have a calendar. Now, this calendar is really cool because if I click on today, it'll open up a new meeting room. So if I want to hop into a meeting with somebody else, I can just click on today and it will open up a new meeting room. So, it makes it really easy to get into a meeting. Also, I can create events. I can set times. I can invite people and I can add descriptions. So lots of different options here with the calendar. And then we have some other applications like timers, dice rollers, and QR code generators. So lots of different stuff here that you can use to build your own personal website. Alright, so let's say that I wanted to create a to-do list. Well, I can just click on this one right here. And now it opens up a new to-do list. Now I can add a task. Let's say that I want to walk the dog. I'll type that in, and then I'll click on Add Task. Now, I have walked the dog on my to-do list. And then once I finish it, I can just check it off. Alright. So let's say that I wanted to create a new workspace. Well, I can just come up to the top here and click on New Workspace and ILL. Type in a name. Let's just call this Workspace number 2. We'll leave it set to private, and then we'll click on Create, and now we have Workspace. No. 2. Now, if I wanted to share this with someone else, I can just click on the share icon. And then I can invite them. I can invite them by email. Or I can copy this link and then paste it somewhere else like the clipboard. And now I've copied this link. So if I wanted to share it somewhere else, I can paste it in. So that's a really easy way to share your workspace with somebody else. Now, there's another way to invite somebody else, and that is through the chat application. So, if I click on New Chat, I can invite someone to my workspace. Now I am going to create a new chat, and let us say that I want to invite Bob to my workspace. I'll type his name in here, and then I'll click on Send. And now he's been invited to my workspace. If I click on Workspaces, I'll click on All Workspaces. And here's the workspace that I just invited him to. Now I can click on Join and join his workspace. So now Bob and I are both in the same workspace. We can both see each other's files. We can both see the chat messages. We can do everything together in the same workspace. Well, there you have it. That's how you use remote work areas. It's really quite simple. All you do is come to the website, log in, and start building your workspace. Once you've got everything set up, you can share it with your team members. And then you can start working together.